Hey. Hello, my name is 𝐜𝐴𝐶𝐚𝐥𝐿. This is day 7 of I'm just gonna keep the days moving even though I literally haven't been posting for 12 days. You guys don't even judge me, okay? But a lot has changed over these past 12 days, right? I literally haven't looked at the channel. I've just been planning, doing things behind the scenes. And I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting to see people watching it. But anyway, it's not even about that because I don't do this about that. But anyway, this is day 7 of my self-expansion challenge. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The way that my life completely did a 360, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. Okay, I'm in my new room. Oh, it's dark. You can't see it. It's okay. But I'm in my new room. I'm in a new area. I'm in a new right? So reality currently shifting and shit. I'm planning on doing some things. I'm not gonna reveal just yet, but I'm most definitely going to be telling this channel. But I would say over these past 12 days have been slower for me. It's it's like it's like realizing that nobody can literally take your life away from you but you, right? Nobody can stop your desires, stop your destiny, excuse me, but you. And obviously I knew that before, but I was still like falling through the trap of like listening to other people's opinions, of just listening to other people and just like having them just tell me things like, oh no, what you're doing is not gonna work out and shit. It's not gonna work out, it's not gonna work out, it's not gonna work out, it's not gonna work out. Like I genuinely give a fuck. But because now I genuinely don't. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna keep going, right? And I'm so glad that I'm picking it back up. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I have tried to record day 7 like so many times, but it just didn't feel right. One, I was kind of like being nitpicky and like wanting to look a certain way. But anyway, but I came to realize that like if I'm really going to be doing this self-expansion and really like creating, it doesn't have to be polished, it doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be speak and span. You know what I'm saying? It literally just have to be it just have to be everything. And I'm really realizing that now, right? And I'm not allowing myself to fall into the trap of the illusion of obstacles being anywhere, right? Because I'm now going by the model, there is no challenge. There are no challenges unless I give myself some, right? There are no challenges, right? There's no challenges. Now I'm about to kick off. Now I'm about to do everything. Now is the point in time where I'm actually about to just move and go and go and go and go and go and go and go. And I'm not going to stop until I reach that destination. I'm already at the destination, but like physically, if you get what I'm saying, right? And I'm excited because like I'm literally doing things. Like I got so many things in the works right now. Like I got so many things in the works. I'm so excited. I'm like so excited for like the future and just to get things rolling and stuff. I am going to start a GoFundMe soon. Um, just for anybody who wants to support my journey and just support my expansion. Because it's strictly going to be going into literally my destiny. Like, this is my destiny. I feel like I said this in my last video, but I'm literally doing this for my own destiny, for my own, just getting to know who I am, right? And I'm not stopping myself from doing that. I'm literally at a point in my life where it's like middle fingers up, for real, to anything that wants to try to stop me, because I'm still walking in a direction that I want to walk in anyway. I'm still gonna do what I want anyway. I'm still gonna build what I want anyway. And I'm still gonna do it, and it's going to be successful. It's going to work, right? Because it has to. It literally has to. Like, it literally has to. I don't care. You could call it delusional, but I'd rather be delusional and work towards something than practical and stay in the same place. You know? So I'd much rather just do that. I really like where I'm at right now. Like, I'm really being at peace where I am. Also, I'm really glad that I'm not rushing either. Like, I'm not rushing at all. I'm learning how to take time with myself and learning how to pause and be slow and just move slower at a calmer pace, and understanding that literally everything that I'm going to be doing is it's going to happen, right? But it's not going to happen if I'm burning myself out. You know what I'm saying? So moving slower, getting out of survival mode is not easy, cause you know what I'm saying, but it's gonna work out, y'all. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out, and I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I realized that there were so many things that was trying to hold me back. There are a lot of things that tries to hold you back, that really try to hold you back whenever you want to move forward in your life, when you want to do things to just answer the call of your soul, right? To just follow your soul's desire, to go in the direction in which the universe is guiding you, in which God is guiding me. Excuse me. And I just want to just move in that direction with no apology. And I am, right? No matter what, right? And I'm going to document it all. So with this content, it definitely is going to shift. I'm going to start editing my videos more, to get more into that world of editing. And I don't know, I feel like the content of this channel is going to shift more into vlogs, so you guys can see more like an insight, like because if you're here, like, because I'm really just doing this for fun, but I know that people are going to be watching this. So if you're literally here, this is like an account I'm not promoting. I only promoted it one time, but this is an account that I'm not like promoting. Like, if you find this, then you just find it. It just pop up on your thing. Like, you find this, right? So this is kind of like one of those. Or I think I should promote it, because why not? Because I do have an Instagram and I post on there. And I thought I was gonna do that for my last one, like put like my Instagram thing, and I posted it without even thinking about doing that. Like, so I might just do it here if I do edit this, right? But I'm literally excited to see where this is gonna take me. I'm excited to see how far, well, I know how far I'm gonna go, right? And I'm not in the mood to stop. I may have taken a break from posting, but I'm not stopping, right? It was more so like a recalibration. I recalibrated. Now I'm back 10 times better. And I'm about to be hitting y'all with some fireballs. Boom, 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 boom. Every single time. Every single time. Every single time. Every single time. And I'm excited to just see the growth, right? To document the growth and to document every single thing. And I'm not letting nothing hold me back. I'm not letting no system, no institution, no people's projections, their fears, their doubts stop me. I don't care. Also, shout out to the guy that commented in the last video. Like, I needed that. I'm not gonna lie, I really needed that. But that's really what I love to see. But anyway, yeah, like I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited to just move forward and just do every single thing I've always wanted to do. Like, this is always what I wanted to do, is post and like put it out there and just like have people engage with it, right? Like, this is more so like getting to know me, right? And stuff. Cause I'm an artist. I want to be a music artist. But I'm also more than just an artist. Right? I'm multidimensional. I do all things. I'm a creator, right? I'm a creator. That's what I do. I'm a creator. I create a lot. And it's not just one thing. It's not just one thing, right? It's not just one thing. And I really like, I'm not gonna lie, I really like when people say, oh no, you're delusional, you know, that will never work. Because you're literally just like, it's like so weird, right? Because it's like you see other people's stories, like real famous people, like billionaires and millionaires and trillionaires, or not trillionaires, but you know, people with a lot of money, wealthy people who have stories of people telling them they're not gonna make it, like it's not gonna work out for them, and it works out for them. So it's like so funny how humans play that same cycle over and over and over again. Like, I don't give a fuck. Now I'm gonna have to win. That's it. I literally have to win. I literally have to. Well, actually, let me reframe that. I already won. Why? Because I'm doing this. I'm filming right now. I already won. I already won. I got myself in front of a camera. Right? I got myself in front of a camera. And I'm filming again. I already won. That's it. I already won. I already won. Even if I don't have the subscribers, even if I don't have the views, even if I don't have the money, the place, the house, the cool things, the money, all the things, I already won because I'm still showing up. I'm still myself. I still have everything inside of me, and it will forever be that. That's it. I already won. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole tea. That's the whole dealio, right? That's the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I am trying to talk really quietly because it is like 2 a.m. I film all of my videos at like night, but I'm trying not to do that because I have a really fucked up sleep schedule. For some reason, I'm a night owl. So, but there's nothing wrong with that, actually. There's nothing wrong with being a night owl. Like, the world is so fucking fucked where you have to wake up in the morning and be up. No, you don't. No, you don't. Be up at night. Be up at night. It doesn't really matter. It don't really matter, right? It's all, we're still on Earth, right? Like, it's just phases. You know what I'm saying? Phase, right? Continual time is continual time. Just phase. We just use days, months, calendars, time to measure, right? But it's all one length. It's all eternity. That's it. It's all eternity. It's all eternity. It's just phases of the eternity. That's it. We just measure it through time and dates and years, months, decades, centuries, eons. We measure it. We, like, it's all eternity. We just measure it. I don't know. I felt the need to repeat that for some reason. But anyway, I'm very knowledgeable too. You're gonna get to know that about me. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to share. I'm not gonna share it yet, right? Because I'm still working on it. But like, I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited. Like, I'm so excited to like promote that, because like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so like, bro. Even if it's no views, like, it's going to be a major achievement for me personally. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, I can literally just cry. Because I remember filming the last video and feeling like I'm not sure if everything is gonna work out for me. I don't know if everything's gonna work out. I don't know if things are, if I'm gonna make it. Whole time, every single time, God proved to me every single time that it's gonna work out. I'm in a new room. I'm in a new location. Like, that's all the proof I needed. I'm not gonna lie. Me moving again was all the proof I needed. Right? Because I left my family last year during summer. Right? And then during like December or January, I officially left my family, right? Because I was staying with my grandmothers. I was staying with like distant family. And then I left. So I left my family. I'm completely starting over. Completely. Right? Not because I didn't love my family. I love my family, but they didn't love me, right? The way that I loved them. They genuinely plotted on my downfall. They genuinely wanted me to stop what I was doing, only because they saw exactly where I was going. Yeah. And I'm gonna go deeper. Actually, no, I'm gonna go deeper. I feel like I should. Yeah, my family genuinely was against me. Just me. One, before I even said I was non-binary, but I came out as bisexual. I'm black. Male. Only one. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but only one. And in a family who are Christians, oh hell no. Oh, hell no. So obviously, black sheep immediately, right? But I've been the black sheep ever since I was young. Ever since I was young. Ever since I was young, I've been the black sheep. People, they been saw the light that I held. They been saw my potential ever since I was young. And they just didn't like it. My mother, specifically, she saw that. She saw it. Immediately, she saw who I could become. She basically saw my whole destiny. And she didn't like it. So she kind of like put an illusion under me and my siblings, where she made it seem like our home was a sanctuary, where it was just this beautiful place where we can be ourselves, and it's just it was kind of like a us against the world type dynamic, but it was never us against the world. She isolated us from the world. She isolated us from the world. She really isolated us from the world. She isolated us from our family. She isolated us from ourselves. And it was only her that had full access to us. And she manipulated. I have siblings. I have 5. Well, I'm one of 5 siblings. My father, my biological father, wasn't in the picture. He kind of wasn't even allowed to be. Because my mother used the fact that he drunk, used the fact that he was an alcoholic over his head. And used that in a way to stop him from seeing us. And my dad was a great dad. My dad was a beautiful dad. He was beautiful. He was amazing. He was a dad. But he did have a drinking problem. And looking back on it, I was too young to see, but my dad did try. My dad did try. Oh my gosh, my dad did try. He really did try. He really did try. My father really did try to be in our lives, but my mother did not allow it. She used it over his head. She used the fact that he drunk over his head. She made it seem like he was just this evil person, just so she don't have to deal with him, because he broke her heart. My mother, and I don't want to talk about my mother in a very bad light, but the truth is kind of the truth. But my mother is really a selfish person. She uses her hurt to hurt others. And I hate to say that, but it's true. But looking back on it, that's what she did to my father. And it's what she did to our siblings. Well, to me and my siblings. She isolated us. She married a man that literally was not ready to be married, that was not ready for kids, that was damn near a whole child himself. He was not fucking ready. He didn't even know anything about being a parent. Right? He only knew what his family knew. My stepfather. He didn't know anything about being a parent. He didn't even know anything about being a husband. But he was literally a teenager, a kid. He was a kid in an adult body. That's it. My mom, kind of, same, yeah, literally. But I left her because I'm spiritual. I first started my spiritual journey through Christianity, actually, because my family were Christians, so I kind of started that. So I built my connection with God through spirituality, through Christianity first, and then God. Well, I say source now, but I'm gonna use God just for understanding purposes. God transitioned me to spirituality, so I got into tarot readings and tarot cards and all the things spirituality, not the new age spirituality, like the deep shit, like the remembering shit, right? And my family saw that, and they saw that I was doing healing work. They saw that I was changing. They saw that I wasn't allowing the same things anymore. They saw that I was working on myself. And the thing is that I didn't even do it in the beginning. I wasn't even following God for myself. I was actually like wanting my life to be better for my family. Because again, I was under illusion of the sanctuary. It was us against the world, right? And with my mom, it was like I was never good enough. I never did anything good enough. I basically wasn't even supposed to be anything. I was the family's cook. I was the family's therapist. I always take care of everybody. I literally didn't do anything for myself. It got to a point where I literally neglected my own needs. Like not showering, not doing anything, eating last. Every single time I cooked, I would be so tired after cooking. I would literally eat last. I would literally eat the burnt food because I would be cooking for so long. Like I'll burn food at the end. Like I'll cook really good food in the beginning, and then at the end I'll be so tired and just be so drained where I will burn the food, and that will be all the food that I'll eat. And I couldn't get no sleep. I had to get my siblings ready for school. I had to make sure that my little brother, my baby brother, was ready for school. And when he missed the bus, like I had to walk him to school. I literally had to miss classes to go to school. To walk him to school. Luckily, his school was right next to my school, so it wasn't really that big of a problem because I really enjoyed walking. And at the time, I really enjoyed my solitude. Well, that's when I was really getting into solitude. But that was when I was really starting to see how they treated me, and I started to see the dysfunction in the family, and I started to really see how the way we were living is not really what we were meant to be living as. And I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this no more. I'm not gonna do this. So I decided to work on myself. I chose myself. I chose myself for the first time I chose myself. And I feel like choosing myself was the best thing I ever did. But it angered my mom. It really angered her because how dare you? It was like, to her, it was how dare you be better? How dare you work on yourself? You're supposed to be there for me. You're supposed to be there for me. It was always about her. It was always about her and her needs and her mental stability. We were always supposed to be grounding her and not grounding ourselves. We were always supposed to be there for her, right? And so I started choosing myself. I literally saw all the things that she was doing. I literally warned my siblings. I literally told my siblings, guys, our mom is a whole narcissist, like covert narcissist. Well, now she's a covert narcissist, but at the time she was just a narcissist. But she's a covert narcissist. Oh, Jesus. And she was mad. She literally was so angry. She turned my siblings against me. She made it seem like I was like an evil spirit and that I was being deceived and that I was not truly seeking God and that I was the spirit of perversion because I was bisexual, right? And I was starting to dress like how I wanted to. So I was wearing jewelry. I had like a little bag, like a purse, and I was wearing like nice clothes. Actually, I started really caring about my look. I started caring about myself. I started to take care of myself, right? I started to break, I was in the process of breaking old habits. I was taking care of myself. I was actively changing. I was moving around the house. I was cleaning. I was really taking care of myself. For the first time, I was like in the middle, right? Or in the beginning. And it angered her, the fact that I was taking care of myself, because before that, I literally didn't even take pictures of myself. I didn't shower. I didn't take care of myself. I barely brushed my teeth. I literally didn't even do anything. I wore the same clothes for like weeks straight. I wore a hoodie all the time to hide myself. I love hoodies, by the way. I really love hoodies. I wear this because I fucking want to. But I literally was wearing the same hoodie. I would be in the same place, right? I would hide myself because I didn't love myself. I neglected myself. I wanted to be there for other people. I didn't want to be there for myself. But I changed that. I stopped doing that. And I started taking care of myself fully. And best decision ever. And there was a moment where my mom, she called us all into a living room and she told us, well, she asked, like, am I selfish? And after all the stuff that I witnessed, the things that I've seen, I couldn't lie. I couldn't say no, right? I couldn't say no because I saw how selfish she truly was. So I didn't answer, and it angered her, the fact that I didn't answer. So she kind of like forced me to answer, like pressured me to answer. And I basically said yes. All my siblings said no out of fear. And I literally told her, like, she kind of went crazy after I said yes, and so she went to go get a bat, and she said, "Oh, I'm gonna deal with this evil spirit. I'm gonna deal with this spirit like we fight against flesh and blood. You know, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We don't. We wrestle against principalities." Now, me, I was getting deeper into my spirituality, so I started to realize that I had spiritual gifts. So I started to see the entity that was controlling her. And I literally am so grateful because God was literally guiding me through that entire moment, telling me, like, be quiet, don't talk, right? And when he did tell me to talk, it was to prove the fact that she was a narcissist. Because literally anything that I was going to say, she doubled down, right? Questioning my intelligence, like insulting my intelligence. She was insulting how I was dressing, how I was taking care of myself, my jewelry. Like, she was insulting me. Like, she was literally insulting me and playing with me and talking about, like, oh no, you will never be nothing. And she kind of like was acting like God was not in me. Like, only God was in her and my sisters, right? Like, only God favors women, right? Because she like has like this belief of like you're closer to God when you are a woman, when really you're closer to God when you're like a child. That's literally biblical. Like, that's in scripture. But I don't know. So the whole thing, she was just going on and on about whatever, and I basically told her she's right, because what she said was right. It was the truth, but she twisted the truth. She twisted the truth to fit a narrative for her lie. She twisted the truth. So I told her, you're right, because she did tell the truth. It just wasn't the full truth. And I told her she was right, because in her mind, she's right. So she's right, right? But I knew the truth. That night, I cried. I literally wept. Like, I literally cried because she showed a side of herself she told us that she will never do. She made a promise to us. A few years back before this moment, when we lived in a shelter when we came back to Memphis, we were literally like babies, but we were grown enough to understand. She made a promise to us that she would never be like her mother to us. She made a promise to us that she would never harm us, that she will always protect us, that she will always love us. That moment that I witnessed was her breaking her promise, and I cried. I witnessed my mother betray her word. So I went to sleep. I prayed. I got messages from God. I prayed and I went to sleep. The next day, same thing. She called us in, but this time was different. Now, I'm going to give you a little backstory. Well, a little side note. God was already telling me to leave. I was at a point where God was telling me, it's time for you to leave. It's time for you to leave. It's time for you to leave. And I already did. I did leave. But it wasn't time yet. I left out of fear. Right? And I'm going to get into that later. But I did leave. But they found me, and so I had to go back. Right? But this time, I knew that there was no going back. This was like for real. Like the first time I left was like me training. So I left. Well, going back to the story. My mother called us into the living room the second time. She told us that we were a family and that we were always supposed to stick together, and we're sticking together, and that we're going to be happy. And I'm not sure if you're aware of this term, destiny swapping. But spiritually, it is when one person trades their karma for another person's karma, right? My mother was on the verge of destiny swapping with me. I literally witnessed the shift. All the promises that God gave me was changing onto her, was like transferring to her, love bombing us, manipulating us. I saw through her entire illusion. Her entire illusion. She manipulated us, gaslit us, like on some sick psychological warfare type shit. After that conversation, I knew that I couldn't stay there. So she took a nap. My siblings, they all went to do what they do. I packed my bags and I left. And I did not go back. I left. That moment of walking to that beach, because I go to a beach where I lived, right? But there was a beach and I went there and I just sat. Well, I just went to the water and I just looked and I laughed. And I went back. Some guy checked on me. He thought I was gonna go in the water. But anyway, I left and I just, after that, I've moved houses. Well, kind of was like couch hopping. Like I stayed with somebody, then I stayed with my grandma, then my father, my biological father. I went with my grandma, then my other grandma, and then I left from my grandma's to a shelter and shelter to here. This is all the span of last year, 2025, June to now, March 5th, 2026. And the story I said that was the catalyst to me leaving. I left my family, all of my family, every last one. No contact, no nothing. They have no way to reach me. They don't even know where I'm at. They don't even know how I blocked them from my social media, even though they watch me from fake pages. They watch my YouTube channel, my tarot channel of me doing readings. They watch it. They discuss it between themselves. They do all of that. But I left because I knew that starting over is breaking a long-lasting generational curse that I don't want to say too weak to do. So I did. And here I am. And they thought this was just going to be like, oh, they're going to be back. Oh, he's going to be back. Oh, he's going to be back. It's been like half a year now. I'm not sure if I'm coming back. Now they're really realizing I'm not coming back. They thought I was doing social media. They thought I was doing everything that I'm doing now for shits and giggles. Like I'm not creating my own legacy. Like I'm not building my own empire. Like I'm not making a name for myself. And not just for myself, but for my children and their 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 children. Generational. That's how big this is. I am not doing anything small. Nothing is small about this channel, the plans I have coming in. Nothing. There's nothing small. There is nothing limited. And there's no type of fear, doubt, or worries that will even try to stop what's going on. To even try to stop what I'm even going to do. There's no way. I already know how divinely guided I am. And there's no way I'm gonna fail with divine guidance. How the fuck do you do that? After all the stuff I went through, the lies, the manipulation. Oh, I can't even say it. The fear mongering. Oh my gosh, the fear mongering. It go crazy. The gaslighting. The destiny swapping. The smear campaign. Yo, they tried to call me a witch. A witch. And I'm still here. I'm still building. I'm still moving. I'm still moving. I'm still going. And I'm not stopping until everything that I'm working on, everything that I told God I'm gonna do, everything that God promised me is made manifest, and I'm so serious. I'm so serious. You can say I'm delusional. You can say, oh, you're just a dreamer. You can say, oh, you're just that, but I'm being so dead ass when I say, when this shit happens, I don't want to hear shit. I don't. I'm being so fucking for real. It may be small. I may not have views right now, but I'm being so fucking for real. Because the shit that I went through, I almost lost my fucking mind. So many times. So many times. Not just twice, not just 5 times. Damn near 20. I can't even count. I almost lost my fucking mind. I almost gave up. So many times. So many times. I almost ended it all. So many times. I wanted to. So many times. The shit that I went through in detail. In detail. I already won. It has to win. I have to do it. Everything has to manifest. It has to. Because I'm still here. I'm still talking. I'm still doing this. I'm still building. I don't give a fuck if people think I'm crazy. I don't give a fuck if people think I'm delusional. I don't give a fuck if people think I'm just la 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 in la la land. Being delusional. My head's in the clouds. Because when I really start making big moves, then it's going to be real silent. And this is not about me. But I know that it is at the same time. So that's why there are no challenges unless I give myself some. My name is 𝐜𝐴𝐞𝐥𝐿, and I'll see you in the next one.